Hey guys, I'm Ayden McDougle, digital content producer for The New Political.
And I'm Taylor Scheider, digital content creator for The New Political.
And today we're hitting the bricks to ask Ohio University students what they think about election season.
Who are we here with?
Hi, I'm Will.
Awesome. Well, we're here just talking about election season. And the first question I have for you is this your first election?
It is.
Okay, awesome. First presidential election or first election voting ever?
First election voting ever. I did not vote in midterms.
Okay, I got you. And follow-up question, what do you think / have you seen the political ads that have been basically everywhere?
I see them. I find them actually to be quite annoying.
Yeah.
I try not to pay attention to them as much as possible, but unfortunately with the internet, you're getting a lot of them.
So true.
So are you voting this year?
Yes, I just voted today. Got my absentee ballot in the mail.
Amazing. And what do you think about people who just don't vote at all?
I mean, I think you're missing out. It's a great way for your voice to be heard. You know, if you have a political opinion, might as well vote. It's not that hard. You know, I just got mine in the mail, filled it out. It took like 5 minutes, and yeah, definitely worth it. Worth the costs.
Yeah, but it's real nice and simple.
Totally, yeah. Very simple. Much more than you would think.
What do you think about all the political ads that are circulating the streaming services right now?
I can't escape the Bernie Moreno and Sherrod Brown ads. They are all over the place.
Too liberal.
Most of the time they're really funny.
Yeah.
Other times it is back to back for 10 minutes and I don't think I can handle it anymore.
Okay, our second question is Trump or Harris and why?
Harris for so many reasons, but mainly, as we all might remember, January 6th and what's happened with Donald Trump in the past, especially his stances on LGBTQ rights, women's rights, reproductive rights, and anything to do with that in the country, especially with the overturning of Roe v. Wade and other things such as affirmative action in the Supreme Court. I think that it is important that we elect somebody who's actually going to represent us and protect us rather than harm us.
Period. Are you voting in this election?
Yes, I am.
Is this your first election that you're voting in?
It is not. I voted before.
Okay, awesome. And then my last question that I have for you is, what do you think about all of the political ads that have been all over the place, basically?
I've pretty much only gotten Republican ads.
Really? Okay.
There's a lot of ones paid by Bernie Moreno talking about Sherrod Brown.
Yeah.
They make me very angry.
Yeah. Right.
But I've seen some ads about for issue 1, and I think I've seen an ad with the
Chief Justice?
Yes. Talking
I just
tonight.
watched her walk through that window.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to go see her.
That's what
where you're on your way? Okay, awesome.
But yeah, it's mostly been Republican talking about how Sherrod Brown says he's for Ohio or whatever, but he's
I know which one you're talking about.
and I get
They're
them
like,
all
he
the time.
is not for
Yes.
Ohio.
Yes, and I'm like, well, all those things they're talking about that he did that isn't for Ohio sound great to me. So,
Are you voting in this election?
Yeah, I already sent in my absentee for Pennsylvania.
And what issues were most in mind with
Well, there's a lot, but I'll try and make it brief. But the biggest one probably is LGBTQ rights. My sister, she's getting married next year. I'm afraid that with the way that Republicans are attacking civil liberties, I believe that generally speaking, having Kamala Harris in office, or just mostly blue, would be beneficial to just the civil liberties for her to practice or exercise her rights. But also there are another various amount of things, such as basic human rights, upholding the Constitution. I think that the way that Republicans are going about trying to find their ways around, like education, finding their ways around civil rights, it just doesn't stick well with me morally. And I think that it's really important that if we want an election to matter in the future, if we want our democracy to matter in the future, that we should vote in a way for people that will uphold that, and I just don't believe that we're voting this way.
Are you voting in this election?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. And Trump or Harris and why?
I'm voting for Harris because the things that Trump stands for do not align with my views. and he does not support human rights. And also, I think that the way that he's talked about immigration has really been super detrimental to the United States. And I think that Harris would be a lot better in probably promoting equality and maybe peace rather than like the hatred that has been spewed from Trump's campaign.
Awesome. Thank you. Have you voted in this election yet?
No.
Do you plan on voting in this election?
Yeah, probably.
What issues are you going to have in mind when you head to the polls?
For me, a big one is gerrymandering. Issue 1 is very important to me. Locally in Athens, there's also an initiative that would allow Union Street Market to sell alcohol on Sundays, which is very important to me.
Awesome. And one last question. Trump or Harris?
Well, on the one hand, I do like the economy, but on the other hand, Trump's just kind of a little bitch, so probably Harris.